Okay. Hopefully. I'll have to unhook and rehook my controller. There we go. I hope it's not going to freeze up again. This isn't just a repeatable bug. Because that would really suck. Especially if we just started. We've already set the quest in motion.
Yes?
Let me, Serana.
Aren't you the romantic one? So that explains why you keep bumping into me.
We're just gonna do a rain-drenched kiss. That.
Your kisses are such a treat.
Off the coast a ways to the east, you'll find the wreck of the brine house.
My eyes open. Damn dragons can swoop down at any time.
Have you given Nalborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good.
Maybe he's all set.
I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back.
I've got better clothes than this, you know.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
Ready.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information you need. Good luck.
Oh, you're kidding me. You're freaking kidding me. I'm sorry, Ellie. I don't know what the frick to do. Is it because it's raining? Is it because I have certain quest items on me and it doesn't know how to get rid of them? I don't know what the hell to do. Like, is it just loading? It's freaking frozen up. Ellie, your advice isn't helping. The main quest line is freaking broken. This is what I was worried about, that we would be just... that this bug would just repeat itself, and I have no way... I'm soft lock out of the game, basically, at this point. And of course, I have a faulty router somehow. So it's going to take freaking forever to load my freaking answer! I should have just freaking tried this before I even started streaming. And then just... the stream is cancelled and the entire adventure is cancelled because I cannot continue with the main quest. And Reddit, I don't freaking care about your damn freaking app. When I board the carriage, the game loads, and after a minute or so, it crashes. I thought it was happening to me. I don't even get to board the carriage. Is there just a way to trick the game into thinking that I have initiated the quest? There you go, freezing problem. Yeah, here we go. Great. That's from 11 years ago. This is a quest from 11 years ago. And the same bug happened. This exact same bug happened to someone 11 freaking years ago. Of course on the PlayStation 3, which is weird. My God. It's not even the carriage. I can do a few of the things that are recommended to me. What? Is it back at the main menu? What the frig is going on here? That would be new. Okay, I'm trying to Alt-Tab. What the friggin' hell? I can't even Alt-Tab. Am I going to hard reset my entire computer? Wait, I can't even get to the frickin' task manager. Like, I'm at my task manager, but I can't do anything in the task manager because my freaking cursor isn't there. I I can't use my keyboard. Um. Oh, here we go. Oh, what the hell was? So we tried turning off autosave. It didn't work for the guy who had this problem on PlayStation 3. Might have, but work for me here. I don't know. I could try doing some quests that have quest items. Like the Horde of Jurgen Windcaller is kind of the only one I know right now. I could reload an earlier save. I hate this game.
Disrespect the law and disrespect.
I don't know why any of these saves would do anything. It's because I'm on my 69th save. It just cannot handle the niceness.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. But the only way you... which means you need... when you're ready, you'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Dalmor embassy dressed like that.
I'm gonna make another freaking save.
I guess that'll have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make sure. Good luck.
Nope! Immediately alt tab. Closing the window is just... I'm making it worse. Okay, well, I'll just freaking use Task Manager then. The only advice I can find is freaking turning off all of... Apparently restarting the computer can fix it. I might need to just dump some items, maybe? Because I'm carrying a metric ton of stuff. I don't know. Might as well keep everything turned off. I'm sure. I keep my money on me. Is the game crashing?
The lady's already.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make good luck.
Okay, good. Okay, it was just me. It was just Whimsy being a pack rat that was overloading the game and making it freeze up.
Fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on the drinking.
Please, you first.
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome.
The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you.
Yes.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Ellenwyn, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately.
My name is Whimsical Kyle. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. I couldn't have said it better. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Himself that started the rumor. Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
Hi.
The Great War is
Have you
long
tried the
past.
wine?
Time
It's
the
better than
Empire
anything
and
in the Blue
Aldmeri
Palace.
Dominion put aside their differences.
Um,
Prosperity is good for everyone.
Pleasure to see you again.
Why, thank you. You are most courteous. I admit I'm surprised to see you here. Normally these parties are reserved for the Jarls and business leaders of Skyrim. Ellenwyn must be very fond of you.
Enjoying the party?
Very much so, yes. Ellenwyn's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often.
Listen, I kind of need your help with something.
I'm always glad to help a friend if I can. What do you need?
Oh, I need you to cause a scene. Get everyone's attention for a few minutes.
Oh, perhaps not then. I don't think the Jarl of Solitude should be participating in a childish prank.
You'll be doing me a big favor.
Oh, all right. If it's so important to you, I suppose I can help. What? Do you know who I am? I should have you taken up and flogged. We've got our hands full dealing with
What?
the storm.
Of course I know who you
Before
are.
anyone notices
There's
us.
no excuse for your
We've had the
behavior.
same troubles.
Remember
You
even
behave like
saying
you're
that.
carousing in a house of ill repute, not the residence of the Thalmor ambassador.
Razna. And you promised.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out.
He's disturbed.
We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Oh, I'm afraid I may have overreacted. Please, I've already forgotten
comes,
whatever it was he
Malvern?
said to me.
You know I don't like
I'm
strange
sure he's
smells in
learned
my
his
kitchen.
lesson.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
Hello.
Yes. In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice. Wrong.
Not sure why I brought that. I didn't plan on creating any potions, but I just bring the bone bolts. Oh, I brought the other ones too.
Yes, I agree with you. Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Hurry it up.
Okay.
Gotta get back before I'm missed.
No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never fall. Even when every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by, the harvest at Rorikstead is always
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something. Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we better get back to our rounds.
Right. Told me I need to know, but I need some proof. Of course, the higher ups may know more. These are Whimsy's thoughts, by the way. They're not actually things she's saying out loud. They're the same formal orders. Are these just gonna be every Falmore agent now? Okay. Maybe I should have her not speak in whispers. I think it was outside. Crap. I was wishing this was actually, or thinking this is actually could be happening like actually properly at nighttime, but now instead it's early morning, which I had a feeling someone else was out here.
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Talk. He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like, and see how he answers.
Oh, I forgot to bring my lockpicks. Crap. That's actually kind of a problem. Crap. Shit. I mean, not, I mean, she forgot to bring in lockpicks. She forgot to bring lockpicks, I guess. I mean, you could roleplay that she didn't, and then just use const commands. I, like, we have a ton of lockpicks anyway. I'd rather use a const command to give myself a bunch of lockpicks than to. What? What? I think I'm not actually like in the window. There we go. Hmm. There we go. Like I, this is just quick way to, because we already have like over 100 lockpicks. So like, what's 35 more? Is like what I'm thinking, and I'm also thinking that she would not forget to bring lockpicks. I would forget to bring lockpicks, but Whimsy would not. What voice cells? Also, just for the record, Whimsy's okay with stealing from bad people. Which I'm assuming is what the Leave it out. Leave the elements. $20. I 2 copies of Volume 2. Missing Volume... Huh. 1 and 5. Missing Volume 1. Unlock safe. Why get up there? Seriously. Okay.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
Sorry I saved your life then. Or tell people arrange something.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
I'm not here to torture you.
What? Who? What do you want then?
There's not much time to explain. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Who are you? What are you doing here anyway?
They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions. Whatever you want.
You just...
But let's go, now.
Just to get rid of bodies and what's getting rid of the bodies? This thing.
I was just hearing things.
Yeah, you're just hearing things. No frost troll down here. What's this thing? What equipment? I barely had anything on me. Still raining. I don't think it's as hard.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Arana. Be under. What the heck? You back home? Nope, she's by the farm for some reason. Hello there.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Potion brewing doesn't work that way. Wait for me here in the rain this whole time.
Stories about this. Oh, what is it?
Oh, she was in the framework, so okay.
Another adventure. Yes?
It looks like something is on your mind.
Oh, it's nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
So, what's on your mind?
What's going on?
You really can tell that there is something else. Looks like I can't hide it from you any longer. Or else, you'll just keep pestering me about it until my soul slivers up to Cold Harbor. But I don't even know if you'll forgive me after this. I'm really sorry.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember when you first met me back at Dim Hollow Crypt?
Yeah?
Did you ever ask
I'll
yourself
never forget.
why you were so calm when you first saw me? You were a vampire hunter. While you were new to the Order, you still accepted that as your creed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have slayed every single vampire that my father sent.
Oh. That was kind of self-defense.
Then, why didn't you kill me? I just looked like any other vampire in that cave.
Oh, you were much prettier.
Attractive, but you get the point.
Yeah, but...
Being a trained vampire hunter, your first instinct would be to draw your blade and attack. You would have slain me then and there, taken the scroll, and fled. But you didn't. You were so calm because I casted a calm spell on you.
That's cast?
You were the first person I saw after being locked up for thousands of years. And you were armed to the teeth. I wasn't exactly mind-controlling you, but I did mess with your head, deceiving you without your consent. I know I complain about my family, and how I wasn't able to choose my own path and my own decisions. It turns out, though, I'm not that different compared to them. I'm just a hypocrite. I didn't even believe in myself enough, or believe in the trust I talk about. I was merely a vulnerable girl, doing whatever she could to get away. I didn't even want anything back then. I didn't even know what I was thinking. There were so many thoughts rushing through my head, and I manipulated you. I really just wanted to survive, then and there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hiding this all this time. If you want to leave me now, it's fine. If I were you, I probably would.
Looks right. It's alright. Forgive you.
But why?
I mean, you... I gotta freaking cope this before. I don't even know where the dialogue... I think there's several steps of dialogue after this, so I don't know if, like, how much of this is really going to be more, steps, toward... Because Whimsy wants to say a lot here. She's probably going to say it a lot just here in a moment. But then there's probably going to be several other steps to the dialogue after that. So maybe it would be spread out amongst those steps. I don't know. Like, what exactly is the... It was for the best. Like, I'm a long-range person. And you were, like, right in front of me, so I probably would have, if you hadn't used the spell, I probably would have just... I mean, there's a chance I might have drew my swords instead. But I get they're going for all that trouble to, like, well, solve that incredibly easy puzzle. Surprised no one figured it out sooner. Probably weren't even trying. Maybe they didn't get past the first step of, like, pressing the frickin' button that makes you bleed. It really hurt. Like, but I mean, that's another reason I may not have attacked you. Like, I just, like, got stabbed in the arm, and I mean the hand, which is attached to my arm. Anyway, I mean, there's a few reasons I might not have attacked you. I mean, you being beautiful being, like, first and foremost, but there's no use dwelling on it. And anyway, it turned out for the best, didn't it?
Why?
Okay, it was. Because I realized I wouldn't have listened to reason. Really? I freaking. I remember why I hate this dialogue so much. Because it's like I wouldn't listen to reason. Like, Whimsy probably would have. Like, that's who she is. Like, she may have actually potentially killed Serana as kind of a reflex action in self-defense, like realizing that she's a vampire. But she may have actually hesitated, like, long enough that Serana would be like, wait! And then I'll be like, well, wait, that's different. And then we would have had a conversation. This is really just an elaborate way of closing up a serious plot hole with Dawnguard. And it's actually kind of brilliant in its execution, so hats off to that. But I do wish there were a few more options in this conversation, especially here. Because it's like it's still operating on the assumption that you are a cold-hearted diehard, which I guess most players who join the Dawn Guard are probably going to be that. Like, they're going to be, like, role-playing someone who wants to kill vampires, whereas for Whimsy, it's just like, oh, this is an adventure, and I want a crossbow. And I should earn this crossbow by doing what they're asking me to and kill some vampires with it. But I could say, because I may not have hesitated. Not like I wouldn't have hesitated. I may not have hesitated. I think it would be her words. So I may not have hesitated. And if I'd done that, then we wouldn't be. Because if you hadn't, I may not have hesitated. I may not have hesitated. I may have, but I may not have. And then we wouldn't be where we are now. I would have met you and all the memories, the laughter, the hardships, the heartaches, all. It wasn't a waste. Like, I don't have any regrets.
But I'm worthless. Selfish. Everything we've done, it was for me. Don't you realize that? I'm truly the lowest of the low.
That's not true.
What?
No matter what you think of yourself, doesn't change how I see you.
And what is that exactly?
Oh, you're charming, funny, strong, brave, beautiful, really good in the sack.
I'm none of those things.
Oh, you are to me. Like, did we already say this? I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I'm sorry. I allowed everything that's been going on to get the better of me. But what I said is true. I don't think too highly of myself. And I have done some very bad and selfish things before. I know you don't hold those against me, though. Instead, you choose to stay by my side, choosing to look at my strengths and not my weaknesses. I want to prove to myself that the Serana you see is the Serana I believe I am. I promise.
Pinky swear.
Thank you for everything. You truly do mean a lot to me. And I'd really like our relationship to grow from here on out. That was good to get off my chest. Come on, let's move.
Man, like, if I ever review this game, I kind of want to review the Serana dialogue mod alongside it, at least. There's actually vampirism cures. Technically it's 2, if we include Serana. You've cured 2 vampires, ourselves and... Yeah, that's what I'd call a good way of, like a really good way of helping to retcon a major plot hole, which is, why the frig do we not kill her right then and there? Like, either out of, and even foreshadow it, like, earlier when you have that sensation of a spell wearing off. Like, that's kind of brilliant. Change a plot hole to basically a major revelation. Revelation. There was another time where it kind of, which I kind of want to talk about maybe ahead of time, but maybe I should just wait until the actual moment. But I guess there's a moment where it is kind of still a plot hole. Like, near the end of the main quest, there's something that's a bit of a plot hole, given all the mechanics we have with Serana. But it does a good job with it, and, making it critical to the plot and your relationship with her, that, I kind of could give it a pass. I'm also wondering if for the Dragonborn main quest we have a similar kind of, like, I'm not going to spoil too much, but we go into a Daedric realm, and in my previous playthroughs I was able to teleport her into that Daedric realm with me, even though she doesn't naturally follow me. So I wonder if her teleport spell is going to be, now that there's actually an update for the typically for the Dragonborn quest line, I think that maybe he's going to disable the teleport Serana spell while we're in that Daedric realm. Which would actually kind of make sense, because I feel like there kind of potentially should be limitations to, like, being able to use the spell within a different plane of existence, for example, makes sense. Not being able to, I'm just gonna spoil it mildly, but we aren't able to teleport her to, take her or teleport her to the final dungeon, of the game, and they do something really good with it. Or someone go with that, but also at the same time, just kind of straight up ignore the fact that we have a teleport spell, which can work from potentially anywhere. Like, it doesn't seem to have a range limit. There's a place we go at the end of the main quest, which is in a different realm, but before that, yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know how much they could really try to... I mean, there could just be an offhanded line about, I don't think the... like, the place you're going to is going to be, like, out of the range of a teleport spell, basically. Because there could be a degree of to which distance factors in as well. And that'd be kind of my advice to Martimus, might be to just slip in a line about, like, why, just trying to explain sort of why her teleport spell wouldn't work in that scenario. Anyway. Though it could also, like, kind of ruin the moment, like trying to seal up that plot hole. So I don't know. There's a delicate balance to be had, perhaps. I mean, you could just establish that early into the speech so that it doesn't, like...
So, what do you want to talk about? What
That's
is
how
it
much I
now?
love you.
I just can't get enough of you.
We're just...
And that's enough for now.
Is he? Yeah. Okay. Maybe a little closer to our home? Maybe the closest place to our home, technically. Okay. What? Serana, it's pretty bright out already. Maybe you're not used to... not having vampiric vision. can adopt that cat, but
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
my stuff. There's a bunch of keys that we. Did she literally take all my money?
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, the power don't seem to know anything about the dragons.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
I mean, unless someone really high up knows something that, like, are going out of their way to deceive us, I'm pretty sure.
Esbern? He's
I'm looking for someone named Esbern.
I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
What the Falmor want with Esbern?
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought.
The Falmor picked the police knew about the dragons.
Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is?
It seems like he's hiding out in Riften.
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
What happened to the Blades? Why are you on the run?
The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity.
Huh. Why exactly are they hunting you?
When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect her against the Thalmor.
Or
Turns out
them.
we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
What is it? What do you need, Dragonborn?
Just... Okay, let's... But Ash Ball's just gonna stay there forever.
Now that I'm not a vampire anymore, I think we should take it more easy with the adventuring things. I feel as fragile as a skeleton.
We'll get used to it. There's a bit of dialogue I wish they did to remove. Or unless they're gonna like have some sort of
So, Riften it is then. Was never really too fond of the place myself. But hey, if that's where we'll find Esbern, that's where we're going. Do be prepared to brace yourself, though. If I were a betting woman, we'd most definitely be going through the Ratway in Riften sewers.
or you could cast a perfume spell.
That kind of thing doesn't even exist. At least to my knowledge. It's worth looking into, though. Anyway, enough mucking about. Let's do this.
I mean, we could use alchemy, maybe. There's a bunch of things I need to sell. Most of this being stuff we should try and sell at some point. I can't remember. Forget my. Away the rest of the books and. what spell terms I want actually. We need to get some more water.
I know you're always looking out for me, but don't worry. I'll watch your back too.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Another thing I wanted to discuss role playing wise that kind of bothered me a little bit about this is about this mod was how we kind of have these playful jabs at Serana at certain points. I kind of feel like I can kind of excuse it just a little bit because I mean, like, from my own experience, like well, from my personal experience as someone with autism, I don't often find myself like, making playful jabs at friends quite like that. But I'm also an only child, so I feel like maybe Whimsy's just a bit more familiar with that kind of banter because she has siblings, and from what I've heard, siblings, I mean, she's in maybe a slightly different experience from certain other types of siblings because she is, a triplet basically. So I do kind of wonder, like, way to think about it, like, I think it still goes, because the triplets do happen. But I would wonder if, like, biologically speaking, even though, like, cat people in general, like both Tabaxi, in the case of her D&D origins, uh, and Khajiit in the case of her Elder Scrolls origins, um, wouldn't have might only have, like, okay, like, I could potentially, huh, like, I don't know, like, for Argonians, it it might depend, because they're like kind of at least post Oblivion, they are quasi mammalian. Um, but I believe canonically they still lay eggs, but then again, it depends on the size of the eggs that they lay. Because, like, just from an evolutionary standpoint, one might wonder if there's like evolutionary forces that would be that would work equally on all like bipedal creatures, basically, of roughly human proportions, that would cause the advent of multi-birthing to be less common. Is all I'm really saying. Going off on a tangent. And speaking of kitties, there's a kitty who just topped up on my lap for some reason. Oh yeah, I got caught off on a tangent because I talked about her being like from a pair of triplets, like twins and triplets. From what I've heard, like I don't know for sure, like they seem to get along better than other types of siblings, but even then, there probably would be at least some degree of this kind of banter between them. So that's how I'm going to kind of excuse the fact that there's really no other choice but to have like that kind of back and forth with Serana, because they don't have other options. It's getting late.
Do you need something? Sure thing. This is a good time to rest. We can hold each other close, if you'd like. Good morning to the prettiest woman alive. These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
It's always weird. Like whenever we walk in the rift and my controller buzzes, I don't know why.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Tidings.
I've never seen Niol this upset.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
The city really gets to her.
What do we hear about? I overheard you talking about some blade.
It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement.
I can find it for
I
you.
couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey.
Yeah, I'm
It
not a
would be
stranger to
fool saying,
German ruins.
But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchalef.
I've been there before.
Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life.
What happened to you
I
there?
was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds.
Okay.
People of Riften, heed my word.
The Bee and Bard.
Return of the dragon is
Charming
not
name.
mere coincidence. This is one of the signs.
Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a
With your
message to
vile
City
liquids
Blackbriar.
and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kine.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
I've never seen Miol
Kira,
this upset about
certainly
anything.
we can come to
The
some
city
sort of
really gets to her.
understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragon. Their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
I don't think he's in here.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Eh, lass?
Sorry, what?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Yep. Hey, I wish there was a third frickin' option. I hate this. I haven't earned. Hey, I've done a fair amount of honest work. I have a fair amount of honest work. A bit of tomb raiding here and there, and I may have taken a few things from a certain Falmer embassy, but I don't really see how any of this is your concern.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
Your casual racism aside, what do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do you want me to do?
I'm going to cause a distraction. You're going to steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why do you want to do something like that?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
Yeah, this is,
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin?
How am I supposed to do all this?
Hold your hand as well. You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind.
Why am I locked out of a dialogue option that I was supposed to do? Alright,
We've been contracted to make sure Branchet remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
Look, I don't want to send an innocent man to jail.
All right, I'll entertain you a bit more. Go on.
Huh? What did that do? It just increased our freaking speech crap. I'm looking for a...
Ready to make some coin.
Man, I believe I have the Thieves Guild for good guys, but this is really like, you need to really splice this up. Like, splice some extra dialogue in here to get him to, like, say, oh, this guy's not a good guy. Like, he's doing dirty business. And, like, maybe making us look bad or something. I don't know. Like human trafficking or something, I don't know. Or drug smuggling, or, you know, I don't know. Like, I think we're gonna have to insert that into this conversation in order to convince Whimsy to do this. Let's just agree on that, okay? Like, there's a lot of early Thieves Guild quest lines that we're going to have to seriously amend for Whimsy to be okay with what she's being asked to do. Like, she is... Like, the furthest I'm willing to go with her is make her chaotic good. Which means that, like, she is willing to, you know, steal from the rich to give to the poor, or steal from people who clearly deserve it. Or, you know... But... But this is going more into chaotic neutral territory. You know, as written, it's going into chaotic neutral territory. And Whimsy is not chaotic neutral, she's chaotic good. Maybe even leading towards neutral good. So, normally. But for the sake of, you know, seeing Serana's reactions to the Thieves Guild questline, I'm kind of stretching it a little bit. But again, we're gonna have to insert a bunch of things in here to keep things in line with. And if this were going to be a review of the game, I would give this a negative. Because, like, you know, comparing it to Oblivion, I think it's a lot... I don't know, it's been a while since I played the Thieves Guild quest, or even seen the Thieves Guild quest in stuff with Oblivion. But there's a lot more... I think there'd be a little bit more of a stealing from the rich and giving to the poor aspect to it. I don't have similar complaints about the Dark Brotherhood. I mean, the entrance thing for the Dark Brotherhood is not very morally gray if you know what it is. But it can also lead to you deciding to destroy the Dark Brotherhood, which is cool. And we get a positive. And we're totally not doing the Dark Brotherhood because that's going into potentially evil territory, to be honest. I mean, there is like a good four good guys one, which actually probably does a better job of making the Dark Brotherhood more morally acceptable in general. Because basically it inserts like little dossiers and things that basically paint the targets as being awful people. So hence making it more acceptable, making them more acceptable targets. But like the Thieves Guild, there's a lot of work to be put into making this into something that feels morally acceptable, and so far, I'm pretty sure the mod's installed, and it's not doing nearly enough. Also, it's a little weird that we can raise moral objections, and all that does is increase our speech. It doesn't give us like an alternate path into the Thieves Guild without having to do this. No, he's still gonna ask us to do this. He's just gonna know, hey, you have moral objections, and I see that, but it still needs to get done. What the hell? Like that probably would elevate it to a full negative, to be honest. Like there is like another path, but it terminates immediately and isn't really even acknowledged in any real way. It would be better if I just didn't have my speech tech to begin with, because it doesn't do anything. Anyway. Also, I almost want to give a negative for the fact that like we lose our ability to talk with him about Esbern when we go with the answer that is actually like role playing wise makes sense, because Whimsy would be taken aback by that. Like, wait, what? Also, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this successfully, although I think it's a pretty easy check.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. No pushing, no shoving.
We're all going to take the ring. No, I need to.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. Gather round, all.
Huh? Who's our target again?
Over here.
Okay.
You need to hear this.
So, what's inside?
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time? Patience, Branchet. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nirnroot mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Valma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only.
Note?
Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get...
Oh, okay.
No one's seen them in years.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
Need something?
Damn.
Please.
I knew I should.
Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
What's been going on?
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
It may say, but I don't know.
I'll make this simple for you. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. When you make up your mind, come find me there, and we'll talk about your future. What is it with you and all these questions? Very well.
Oh yeah, sorry, you cut me off so good with your... yeah. I was looking for an old guy, probably hiding out in the Ratway.
Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it.
Oh, you're doing a great job. How do I find the Ratway?
I have to hold your hand through everything. Maybe you aren't cut out for this kind of work. It's under your feet, lass. Just follow the smell.
Follow my nose!
Come back when you grow a backbone.
Excuse me?
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it. Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind. Beautiful
Oh, there?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Yep, this seems like the... Huh. Ghosts and phantoms.
Gems, potions, exotic...
I need a dagger that was holding it up.
You sure you don't need this?
Yes, I'm sure. It's a freaking iron dagger. Got much better daggers.
Ugh, the stench here. How can anyone... Never mind.
Hopefully your senses are a little more dulled now that... Although... Yeah, I can kind of see... I mean, it's... Worse for me. Every experiencing is worse for me.
Guess it's all clear now.
Ah, the smell here.
get some more. I slip through. Okay.
I don't know, Trough. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackbriars by now.
You worry about bashing people's heads in. I'll worry about the guild, okay?
Okay, okay.
What? Idiot? Well, we can keep this on the down low. I have faith that no matter my being an outstanding citizen is going to change the public perception of my kind. Especially a place like this. But being the Dragonborn and all. You have an opportunity to set a good example. And by that I mean... I don't know what I mean.
Do you need something?
What's on your
I read
mind?
this book once. Oh, that was ages ago, really. And it was already falling apart. It had a very sweet love story between a woman and a vampire. Of course, when I was very young, I had a soft spot for romance. It was so silly, too. The vampire glowed in the sun. Whoever came up with that hogwash.
Yeah.
So, this must be the Ragged Flagon. Charming.
I mean, to be honest, I was Team Jacob before the ending. Yeah. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't read it. But actually, just don't read it. I always thinking, whatever.
Give it up, Radio. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that.
I'm busy. Don't you have something to do?
Yourself.
I think Brynjolf could give you all the information you need.
Mercer.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that then? Well, well. Call me.
Don't call me breed.
I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Oh, wasn't that hard to get here?
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
What they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Who are they?
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How do you want me to handle this?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Okay then.
If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Let's have the story.
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse.
With
Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. He's as big-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Yeah.
You could have
just saw you do that, you know.
What? I didn't mean to pick it up. I just meant to read it.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
I'm busy. Don't you have something to do?
Have anything for us yet?
Come back later. And I may have some work for you.
Kind of feeling a little uneasy here. Everyone just seems so reserved.
Come back later, and I may have some work for you.
Not in a good way.
Have anything for us yet?
Watch what you're
I'm
doing.
busy. Don't you have something to do?
Ew.
If you enter a deal, you uphold your end of the bargain. These people should have known what they were getting into. Let's just hope we can do this peacefully, and that no one gets hurt, really.
Looks like they beat us here.
Who's there? Sneaking past me? A grave mistake.
Nothing here after all. Is someone there?
Right. Denied. There's at least one more. Hopefully we can get a drop on them.
What is it? I certainly would not like our cover to be blown.
Ooh.
That just had to come out at the worst time. Sorry about that.
That's a very cute sneeze, Rana. That? Oh. Build them. Where did I see the other one?
What is it now? Can't it wait? Nice job. Anything good?
I'm just starting to notice like that there's basically a form of thieves' cant kind of scattered around. Really?
Shouldn't we be quiet? This better be important.
Knife, yes. Book, yes. Bucket, yes. Inkpot, no.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, never find me. Inkpot, stone, bucket, book, knife.
So, it was nothing after all.
Come here.
Ugh.
Oh,
Go away!
huh? You Esbern? I'm a friend.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
How did you get in there? Look, the Falmer found you. We need to get you out of here.
Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you were with the Thalmor, and this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh?
Delphine needs your help to stop the dragons.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want.
No.
This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
Inkpot, stone, bucket.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
What do you mean it's hopeless?
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Alduin the dragon who's raising the others?
Yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
And we're talking about the literal end of the world?
Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater.
Well, it might not be entirely hopeless. I appear to be the dragonborn.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn?
Yeah, me too.
Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. You mean, just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... no useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annual?
Yeah, boss. Thank you.
One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Now that I'm human again, shouldn't you know not to take me out on late night escapades? I'm tired.
Alright.
Is someone there? There's the blade agent.
Who's there?
You okay? You seem a little frosty. Ah. Place is incredibly dusty. Not to mention the spell. At least that weird lady's still alive. Yep, I never found you. Careful here. I think we're safe.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
Could you wait here for a moment?
Don't be long.
You have a few things to do while we're here.
Pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
Should be safe with the guild.
Anything for us yet?
Got a lot of nerve coming down. People tend to get hurt afterwards.
Hopefully, if you're away, we should.
The folk here,
If you're,
let's just say they don't seem the most welcoming.
hopefully, if your help, we'll be able to simply persuade them of their ways. Hello?
Yes.
Is someone there?
You have my back, and I'll always
Heck? What? Another iron dagger. A steel tonka. I need that. Dang it. What a waste.
My skill in battle is unmatched.
Looks like this is the
Fortunately
place.
for you,
Why don't we
that
have a
skill can
little
be bought.
chat with Talon J over there?
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Well, you're in trouble with the Thieves Guild.
How could you possibly know about...
I'm gonna cut it for
Thank
you.
you for your help, my friend.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Well, there's the...
Thanks.
Yeah. What's your problem?
I love your style. You're looking good today.
We have plenty of money. We could just... Pay it for them. It's actually great. No, they put that much care into the opening.
You want something?
I need a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. You've been kind. I thank you.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Nothing.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
What do you want?
Uh-huh.
So, Helga is
If you're
a
looking for a
Bella
room,
Finette.
try the B&B Bar.
Just
This place is for the working man.
I heard you're in trouble with the Thieves Guild.
In a manner of speaking.
I'll cut it for
You
you.
have my thanks.
Just... Don't make the mistake again.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
Think of it.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Watch what you're doing.
I remember Brynjolf said something about something priceless.
Oh no, you're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
I heard you're in trouble.
All right, pipe down. You want the whole blessed place to hear you?
Gotta cut it for you.
Doing
This
me quite
once.
a favor. I won't forget it.
Huh. Not the... Huh. Place wasn't actually haunted.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Please, Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel. Take a look.
Gleaming gemstones over here.
You have about getting a crossbow bolt? No, that's a shame. Ooh,
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
a scimitar. I'll take that off you.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
I've never seen me old this upset about anything. Poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Dwelling.
Let's get out of this wretched rat way. My nostrils are about to burst.
What do we have?
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Not mention immoral. Anyway, here's what the O does.
And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
What's
Judging
next
from
then?
How well you've handled those shopkeepers. I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
I suppose I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale
Yeah.
sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
We're going to have to ask.
What's on your mind?
What is this? Things aren't going well for you guys. Is that true?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair
now,
enough.
if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
After you talk to Brynjolf and Mercer, come back and see me.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We can talk later.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You
break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Sure.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
Claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. So let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me.
How do I get my share?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Well, tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. Raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
Run on the highest. Why not try to keep the entire harvest? No need to destroy by property.
My, you've got a point there.
So the deal for a client then, and I'll work things out with Arengoth?
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Even prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
Any more details?
Golden Glow
About Golden
Estate
Glow?
brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Is that Riften Guards?
Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In
Not
fact,
now, Serana.
Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
First thing is I can deal with.
I have to admit, I'm impressed, Miss Pickpocket. You're now part of a thieves' guild.
Are you mocking me?
Partly, compare what you're seeing here to the thieves' guild of the Third Era. Remember, we're only burning 3 beehives, not all of them.
I think we agreed not to do
We
that.
don't want you getting a pay cut here.
What? Why is my...
Ready if you are.
I've only been streaming for... I started the stream with a full charge. Like, I just unplugged it. And now it's off? Okay, I think we're just going to call it quits here. I have no idea why these headphones cannot hold a charge for the life of me. Like, how long have... I'm pretty sure we've only been streaming for like a few hours. I guess this is like maybe the first game that's actually like really tested the limits of these wireless headphones batteries. Hey, now I'm gonna have to like find a like high quality headset or earbuds or something. I don't know. I think like the way the audio sources work, it's not just like hurting me; it's hurting the stream because like if the audio dropped out for you guys too, that's because it's going through the default speaker system, so which is the Bluetooth headphones. So yeah, um, it says speakers high tech, real tech high definition audio. Well, that might just be what it's called. I don't know. Okay, maybe it is going for the speakers. Anyway, it's just going for whatever the default way it happens to be. Anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do that'll take a few seconds of your time, with other things that are a bit more involved. But of course, it's all entirely up to you. And okay, it should be charging. Hopefully, it's going to charge properly this time. I think maybe the connector's not working properly. Okay, the light is on, so it should be charging. Hopefully, it'll hold a better charge, a longer charge tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bunch of things. Okay, first things first. Bunch of things you can do. It'll take a few seconds every time, as well as other things that are a bit more involved, including, if you're generous, a Patreon. But of course, it's entirely up to you. And as always, I thank you very much for watching. And until next time, sayonara.